Hello, hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me. So today, here we are, um, December 13th. We're just a few days away from Christmas. So this year's gone by pretty fast. Don't you agree? I do. Like, oh my God. I was just thinking, I haven't even done my list for my Christmas dinner, and it's like, oh, a lot of things are going on. But I'm sure that it's a lot of things going on for everybody everywhere. Got a little Christmas music going on here. And let's kind of go down today what I would like to do, and by that way, a couple things. First, we'll go and the event here is ready from 7 to 8:30. So hopefully, I'll be able to get all the readings in, and if we have new invites that come in, I will do a card pick for anyone that makes a comment, given that time. And if you would like to join our community, I'm on Patreon, Daisy Racler, so you can get on there and find me there as well. And before I move any further, I would like to take a minute to say thank you so much to all of you that have been on this journey with me for so many years now. My goodness, it's quite some time, and the different transitions. How I've kind of tried to find a place to continue to share what I have, and then to understand how I can share that as well. So I want to say thank you to a few people here right now that are members of the Patreon community: Madeline, Donna, Tammy, Flor, Linda, Oneida, Magdalena, Anna Maria, Janara, Jen, Inez, and Billy. So thank you so very much for being part of our community there, and for kind of showing your appreciation by way of that membership. So appreciate that. So, a couple things I want to share. This is what I'll do. I will go ahead first, and I will do the card picks for our club members. And again, if you do come on live, let me know so I will bump you up right up. Oh, there we go. Madeline just came in. Wonderful. And like I said, so if you let me know you're in, I will make sure that I prioritize you first to my members. And then when we're done doing the readings for our club members, then I'll go ahead. I'm going to see if I can get the zodiac done in for everyone. So you'll get like a second chance to get a second reading in one. And then lastly, if I have time before 8:30 and we're still on, and you are new to our community here and would like a reading, just make sure you put your name on there, and I will try to catch up and get you down for that. So before we get started, let me go ahead and ring off the bell. And Madeline was saying thank you for everything you do for us and your time. Well, thank you for appreciating that. I love you, and I love all the things that you do in your community, Madeline. Love that. So here we go. I think I need to move my microphone. My brother really tried to help me out with my systems here. So in case you couldn't hear me, hopefully you'll be able to hear me better now. Okay. And just for that, I'm going to ring the bell one more time. And like I said, I'm doing Secret Santa, but I'm not so secretive about it. So if you do have someone that you would like to invite to our session, please do send the link. And I will be doing that again also for our full moon, live event, which actually falls the next day after Christmas on the 26th. So we'll do the same format as well. Okay, so just gonna put a good vibe out here. I got this beautiful. I want to tell you first. I have this beautiful incense stick, which is hopefully I'm sending you some good vibe, and it's all about gold. It's about the gold, baby. So hopefully, if you need some abundance in your life, you're gonna get some of this beautiful, beautiful vibe. And sure, we could all use a little gold for the holidays, right? And it's from him. The scent is amazing. So Okay, I'm asking for the blessings from Archangel Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, all the beings of light, our Heavenly Father, that the message that comes through may be intended for the person that needs to hear this, and may they be blessed, and so be it. Okay, so I will be doing 2 cards and 1 Madeline. I'm going to be using, just so you know, I had this deck. Oh my God, I think it's like for about 20 years, and I haven't used it. And I was, doing that end of year cleaning, and I found it, and I'm like, I've been thinking about where is this deck, and it's a really beautiful, like the Raider White deck, and it's called the Tarot of the Old Path, and beautiful 78 cards. The designs are beautiful and very a lot of detail in them, and a lot of allows to really activate the intuition as well. So it's a beautiful, beautiful deck. So hopefully you're going to enjoy, this session with the use of these cards. And also, was another thing that I found, which I just the camera was doing so much cleaning. So I've had runes, and I don't know if you know what runes are. They're like stones, but these are like from the Viking days, and the stones have all these things, and each stone has a meaning. And I used to play with these so much 30 years ago, and I got somewhat disappointed because what had happened to me, here they are. Here we go. One of my stones, when I kind of threw it, it fell. Ouch! And I'm like, oh, this is really sad. So just kind of want to show you. So basically, it's like casting. You cast, and then you read, and we'll hopefully get back to these. But this is what they look like. One of them actually, because it's made of some type of breakable object material, I cast it and it fell in a certain way and it cracked. So I got disappointed using them, but I will be using them again. So we'll have some sessions with this as well. So that's going to be awesome too. Okay. Hey, Madeline, did you step out for a minute? Okay. Madeline was saying it makes me happy to help others. Today I helped a family that just came from the buses from Texas. Wow. It's unfortunate, these man-made crises, right? And then we all pay for it. Anyway, got them winter stuff. Blessed with everyone that helps me help others is a blessing. Absolutely. Oh, and you're watching me on your TV? Oh, gosh. Well, wait a minute. I'm going to make sure that you get all of my face. Hi, Madeline. Okay. So expect some readings out of this. This is going to be good. So we have, so today we're going to be using the Tarot of the Old Path with compliments of also, let's put this over here. I would do it, the Hummingbird, which is the new deck that a gift that I got from Floor. She sent me some money, and that was really sweet for my birthday. And I said, you know what, I'm going to give it right back, and I purchased a new deck, and I'm sure that you folks have been seeing it. I think I used it on the pick a card day, so that was beautiful. And so here we go for Madeline. Got a little adjustment here. Oops, a little. Pardon me. I'm also the technician, as you can tell. Hello, world. How are you? I don't know how this works, but it's supposed to clip on. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Okay. So we'll see the first card, Madeline. I'm going to throw here to get us feeling. Oh, it just fell. And we had 2 cards, so you're going to get 2 cards, Madeline. Okay. So we have 2 cards. They're both upside down. So let's take a look. I am going to read this one first and then this one second. Oh, look at that. So we have the 5 of, they call it the 5 of cauldrons. And here we see this person here, kind of a little bit, the glare. I don't want the glare, but anyway. Okay, finally. This 4 cups, like something is upsetting, something has happened, and kind of looking at maybe looking at the past, like recently, been looking at the past, at the situations, and almost feeling helpless about the things that you weren't able to kind of get a hold of. But you know what? We have this little boy or this little person, young person, youth, and holding a cup, talking about hope for the future. That we don't cry over spilled milk. We don't. It's not going to help us to sit in the past. What we need to do is continue to move on. And so for you, Madeline, that's what this is about. And sometimes this could be related to your family. It could be an incident of family, but you can't sit there and blame yourself. You can't look back, because that's not present. It's not alive. The feeling may feel raw, but the work here is to come to terms with that, and just say, you know what, it is what it is, and I need to focus on me here so that I can work with a revival of emotions, a revival of a new understanding of your place in the world, and what's happening now. We can't fix the past. It's done. But what we can do is heal and move into the future. And the second card that fell, it's interesting because it's also the Page of Cauldrons. And it means that something is going to, you might get some new experience, something new is going to come into your life that is going to bring hope. And I could see this coming in from this other card back here. And in a sense, it's almost like some good news that is going to give you hope. And that's a beautiful message. Hey, is the Christmas music in the background too much? I can lower it a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then let's see what your final message is from the hummingbird. Okay, I can't believe all these 3 cards are upside down for you, Madeline. And it says here, delicate balance. And how true is that? It says here, to allow the delicious nectar of life to bring you back to your center. So again, it's about that focusing about this here and now. And as you do that, then you can focus on what's present and you don't miss out, because sometimes we're so worried about things. And sometimes it seems like we can't even help it. We're doing something and all of a sudden the thought falls into our head and we're consumed, and next thing you know, it's like, what? Like I was talking with my mother, we were having a beautiful conversation. Something came up, not related to our immediate family, but something related into her situation in her life. And then after easily almost 15 minutes, I said, Mom, did you realize that we gave this energy to something that doesn't deserve it? We've just spent all this time talking about something we can't change, that's not elevating us. It's not, that's, these people have made their bed, and they need to do something about it. What we need to do sometimes is just be the observer, and be there as an ear, but not to get involved and not to get sucked in, because sometimes people create problems and they want to make it your problem. And it's like, when you look at the catalyst, you find out that they have started the whole situation. And it's like, it's like, hey, I'm trying to be peace in the world. I'm trying to work with what I have here. But sometimes there are some people that just, they're like that little character from Charlie Brown with the little blankie, and then it's like all these little flies around him. So they're also like, they attract these flies, and it's like, dude, take a bath. Wash it off, clean your act up. So anyway, there we go. Madeline was saying, thanks. It was perfect on point. Awesome. Okay. So let me go ahead and move on to our next members of our group here. I'm going to go ahead and get Donna. So this one is for you, Donna. And like I said, if you come on, if you come on live, I'll do 2 cards for you. And if not, I'll move on with just the 1 card. So we'll continue with the hummingbird, because the other deck is a little profound and it gives a lot more to chew on. So, a Merry Christmas to everyone. Donna, you saw me shuffling the cards, so you've got the same one that Madeline got here. So it's interesting. We've got some group vibe here about balance, and I love this message. It says here, I just read it here. Allow the delicious nectar of life to bring you back to your center. And we see here sometimes the things in life, they want to, pull us in one direction, pull us in the other direction, as we see these two little birds, getting, trying to find that dance, the perfect dance. And sometimes in life we get caught up, and we, it's interesting because when we focus on it, when we focus on our breath, we come into a realization. I don't know if you have, Donna, but I know I have, that with all the strife, with all the challenges in the world that we have, there actually is a beautiful dance between moments of high and moments of low. And I know that sometimes the holidays will affect us and many others more, especially if you've lost someone, and there is no time for healing. But I could tell you one thing that I've learned, that what's important is to grab on to what is good and hope that when that moment of low comes in, that we make the choice to take that hope and let us rise with it and bring us back to center, like these little birds. Okay, so if you're coming on, please do let me know that you're here so I can draw a card for you. Madeline was saying, just happened when my son came from Hawaii. I had to send him back. His energy was really off. Wow, no kidding. Well, amazing when people tell me, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going through. So there you go. I'm glad you caught on quick. Okay, so if you tell me you're on, I'll go ahead and get you the two cards, but we'll go ahead and continue on with the readings from the angels here. Tammy, you're next. Hope that your mom is doing well. Oh, I love all the pink here. So this is about love and expression. It is upside down. So as you all know, that I do like to pull in an upside down reading. But let's go ahead and take a look at this card in its normal thing. It says here, bouquets of blessing. It says, your broken wings are mending. Relax and know that you are receiving a miraculous gift of healing. So if you've been going through something, and it's like here, the struggle of maybe the really defining this balance of love. That's kind of what more I'm seeing, and maybe something that you've been hurt emotionally, and it could be because of the color pink is so pure. It could be from someone that's close to you. But the beautiful news about this message for you, Tammy, is that love does heal, and it heals us. The experience not only heals us on an external sense, where we find that happiness again, because sometimes, and I know you've got this radiant smile, and you bright, when you smile, it's like a big sun ray shining. And sometimes we put that face on, but nobody knows that deep inside, we're hurting for love. And I don't know where I read this. It was so beautiful. It was saying that so much of us are yearning for love, but also we struggle in giving that love. And so in the sense of the theme of love, and balance, trying to, and the angels are trying to kind of bring this message here to say that seeking that mutual balance of love, it's not wrong for you to want it. Understand that, okay? And open yourself to receiving it, and it will come to you. But the beautiful part, most of all, that the healing will happen. And I'm wearing pink. There you go. Okay. Okay, like I said, if you have a chance and you'd like me to do a read for you, and you just walked in, let me know. Put your name on there. Say, hi, Daisy. And or if you have a question, that you'd like answered real quick, and we'll see what the card will reveal for you. So we move on to Flor. Flor. Okay. We see a lot of rich colors here, and it feels so mystical. Why is it that, I don't know about you, but I feel that hummingbirds are part of that fairy realm. They're just so amazing, so beautiful, so flighty, right? So it says here, pay attention to new thoughts and ideas, as they are seeds that will soon blossom into fulfilling opportunities and projects. So this is a very beautiful message. In the bottom, it says pollination, and we see these, like, all this imagery here, so magical, and the sense that these ideas are coming from a deep place by the sense of the dark area there, right? And then the little baby bird hatching, and also the pollination. Pollination comes from the fact that when we are aware, becoming aware of the ideas that are coming and the things, the desires of the heart, then we begin to fuel it. And in this sense, for you, Flor, it's saying, don't take for granted these ideas that are magically coming. It's like they're coming from the ethers, and it may help you if you might think, oh, this is far-fetched, I'm not thinking that this is doable. Write it down. Write it down, your idea book, your project book, your dream book. And if you haven't done a vision board, they're really wonderful to do vision boards, because they trigger imagery. I have learned that we are not so far off from that 5-year-old that we were many years ago. We understand things in pictures. Why is it that the stop sign has the same shapes all throughout different places that we travel? Because, and the color red, it makes us, halt, and we stop and we pause, we think of, danger, or we think of something passionate that we need to, look at a little bit more clear. So in that sense, take a look at what is showing up for in your life in the form of ideas. Honor the dreams that you have as future projects that maybe you, your current self, cannot see how it will come to blossom, but the constant believing, the constant giving chance to research more, to kind of look into your ideas more and see from a third world person perspective. Um, if you were giving an advice to someone that was coming to you about this idea or this dream, what would you tell them? Would you say, "Oh, this is not doable. Forget about it. I don't know how you can. It just looks like it's too complicated"? Or would you, as a good friend, ask questions? This is really good. Have you thought about that? Have you contacted a few people? Have you, researched it? Have you gone to that area to get more information? So be that friend for yourself and encourage your ideas, encourage your projects, and pollinate them with hope. Okay, the next one up is going to be Oneida. The next one up is going to be Oneida. Okay, we have an upside down card. So, in a sense, maybe some of this, a gentle touch, hasn't been so gentle lately. It says here, like the softness of a feather brushing your skin, be sweet and kind to yourself and others. So, being that this beautiful card came and it's in reverse, so this is, in a way, it's saying maybe you have been a little bit rough, in your approach. Maybe you have not taken care of yourself, as far as self-care. And perhaps this is important for you to um, approach the things that are showing up with a little more gentle, a little more finesse, a little more sweetness. And you know how they say that sometimes you get more with honey than anything else. So um, I love the imagery of the little doe with the little flowers. And if I'm not mistaken, the little dragonflies. And we know, remember, I know that the dragonfly is very special to you. So receive this as a message that sometimes you'll be able to bring a little more light understanding to others when you come in with that soft side. And yes, you might say, well, they should have known that. It's common sense. And what sometimes is hard to understand when you're an expert in a field, you're the expert of the field, right? And you understand the things for yourself. But others may not see it as well as you do because you've been dabbling in it so much, right? So for you to come in and out of that, not a problem. And that sometimes is what's important to understand. So there you go, Anita. A little sweetness. Okay, let's move on to Magdalena. Okay, Magdalena. I feel like my chair and my desk might be too close to each other. What's going on? Okay. Magdalena. Look at that. I like this card. It's beautiful. They are all beautiful. Natural instincts, Magdalena. So it says here, you know which way to fly. So here for you, Magdalena, possibly it could mean that there's something that's going to come up, could be travel, or could also be an action that's going to require a lot of communication, because I see the color blue here. So you're going to need to express some things. But the most important thing here is that you already know. It's almost like if you tune into your higher self, you already know. And by doing that, you can go ahead and just say, you know what? I just need to show up because I know, and I know that things will work themselves out along the way. So as you trust your instinct, and I see the pink, and I also have the sense of root chakra. So there's something that you want, that you've been yearning. It's time to just, you know, um, let your hair blow in the wind in whatever direction, and let the sail just push you through, which is that instinct, the divine in you. And as you trust that, it will not fail you. So expect some good things happening. And see the little owl there in the background there. So know that there's going to be inner guidance, and also trust the reflection. It's like, allow yourself to see and allow others to see, you. Sometimes we want to put, we're too reserved, right? Sometimes we're too reserved because we don't want to be judged, and but it's not time for that anymore. Stop that. Life is too short. Life is too short. And just allow yourself to be you, all of you. Somehow I also get a thing that there's going to be something that's going to be really positive, that's going to be transformational for you. So follow that path for yourself. It's a good path. Okay, the next one's going to be for Inez. Okay, Inez, we have here, it's in reverse, ruby throat. So what's the issue? There's going to be probably some things coming up that have to do with communication, actually expressing yourself. And here it says, speak, write, create. The world needs to hear your song. So there are some things that you need to say, and you need to say it now. And I'm looking at this beautiful green hummingbird. I feel that what you have to say is something of the heart, and it could be something that you haven't shared, something about something deep for you. And as you do that, you're going to get some healing in your life, and it's something that's overdue. So make sure as we get in and we close out, this year. But for you, I feel like it will be a season coming into something new. And I love this here. Uh, the flower here, kind of a lotus in a sense, very intricate with a lot of patterns. So in a way, this could be a little bit complicated, but Inez, if you take a look at some of the other imageries here, you will see that a lot of new things will come out of it. And your voice is going to resonate truth because you're going to be expressing this from your heart. So don't be afraid if you need to bring something that you've held for quite some time. This is the time. And there's a saying that sometimes when we take control over something that's been a burden for us, we will cure and heal our future generations. Okay, the next one up. Oh my goodness. We're going to go ahead here next and take a look at the next one. Let's see, Billy. Billy, what are we going to have for Billy? What do the angels want to share for Billy? Like I said, if you've just come into the room, just make sure that you go ahead and leave your name there and say hi. That way I can pull a card for you. So, Billy, this is for you. And Christine, there's a little sombrero is wearing a hat here. Like if you're going some places, it says epic journey. So it says, you've flown so far already. Keep your gaze on the horizon, for you're almost there. So a couple things have happened in your life and in your recent past. And sometimes, when we're journeying on in life, Billy, we don't see that we've already arrived because we're so focused on the next destination. And what's important is that you take a breather, take a little break, appreciate where you're at right now here, right? And also savor this, because I'm getting a message, Billy, that you've gone through some things that have built up experience for you. And that sensation that I don't want to go through that anymore is part of something that you're bringing with you. See, there's this little luggage here. You see that? And I feel that where you're going next, part of this life, this epic journey, the things that you're going to do, the places you're going to see, the people that you're going to touch, be grateful for those things from your past, because they're going to be the things that you're going to be able to pull as cushion, also as a garment, to protect you from any future errors, and that's what's the best part. And I also see that in this journey, you're going higher places. You're going to like a better place, more things opening up for you, and people are going to be drawn to you. So you're not going to be alone, Billy, on this, I would say, journey that you're going to go, whether it's the journey of the soul, you growing, or also a destination, a physical place that you're going to move to, where opportunities are going to open up for you. And this change is good. And what I'm also getting, Billy, is that others will see that in you. They'll see that and they will respect you, which is kind of good. Sometimes you go through life and you're like, did I make a difference? What was it all for? What was this all about? But others will see this and they will, appreciate what you have. Okay, that's for Billy. Okay, and like I mentioned, if you're just coming on, please do state your name, put your name on there, and I will draw a card for you. The next one up, and we have here Janara. Okay, what do we have for Janara? Oh, pollination. Is it pollination? And we had this earlier, but again, I do read reverse. So you're holding back on something, and I sense that in this, there's something you feel that is blocking your ability to go. Oh, my incense just snuffed itself. So give me a second here. We got to keep the goal going for you. This is from Hem, and it's called Gold, and the smell, I would say, is really rich. I was wondering, I'm like, my incense snuffed out there. Taking the incense. Okay. So, Janara, where were we? Yes. That I feel like something, I'm getting a sense that something is blocking. And so therefore, this upside down reading, um, it's almost like I'm also getting a sense of barren, like a sense that the soil is not, like, you feel that the soil is not ready. You're not ready. Something's not ready. Something's not perfect. Something's not right. And I'm going to tell you from my own experience, and going back over 30 years, when I first started doing consultations. And this actually goes back 40 years. I started 40 years ago. And but I started 30 years actually going out there and talking with people. And then it comes by through word of mouth. And the thing is that we will never be ready. There's always new information, new things to learn. And there's a part of us that wants to say, well, I've got to get it right. I've got to get certifications. I've got to get this. But those are the things that will stop you. And before you know it, a whole lifetime, and the gift dies within you. And I would say that there's a gift within you, and things that need to be expressed, things that you need to share. And take the time and stop procrastinating. Whatever it is, I would say write down the 3 things you want done, that you feel deep in your heart. Go do it. Go do it. Don't be afraid. Just do it. And be afraid that what would happen if you don't do it. And that, because we all think we have time. We have tomorrow. We start making, well, tomorrow I'm going to do this, 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 and that. We don't have tomorrow. We're on the way to tomorrow, but we just don't know if we're going to make it. None of us do. Lucky that we do wake up and we make it. But the thing is live today. Live it to the fullest. Don't let the dream die. So go out there and pollinate, because you're not pollinating. Okay. Yes, I know that, I tell it like it is. And sometimes, it's like, oh, that's Daisy's giving tough love. But I just don't know other way. I don't know no other way to do my readings. It is what it is, right? Because you know the truth of it. You know the truth. And like I said, if you are interested in a one-on-one consultation, please go to www.fortuneforecasts with an S at the end.com, and just pick your reading, 20 minutes or 40 minutes, and I will contact you once I get the email, and we'll set that up. Okay, Anna Maria. Oh, Anna Maria, what is it that you're holding on to? We've got this big elephant here, and we do see the hummingbird, and it's not just the hummingbird, hummingbirds, and it says sweet surrender. So what is it that you've been wanting to do, but you've just been holding back, and it's something, I don't know if that light is creating the glare here, but it says here, let go, let go, let go. Anna Maria, it says here, let go 3 times. So it's something that you're holding on, and just let go. And lighten your load. So once you let it out, like, who cares? Just let it out. Then sail freely through the open door to inner peace. So apparently there's something that, excuse me, you've been holding on to. And here your angels are saying, why hold on to? Just surrender, let go of that. It's not worth it. And let's suppose that there is more to this life after this life. Why would you want to have any chain that holds you back to having a better life in the next one? Because I will tell you from my experience, because I had a near-death experience, you do take stuff that, will either help you or halt you, and it's hard to move on. Just like the similarity of what we talk about higher education is no different. We are only hurting ourselves when we don't take the lesson. We're only hurting ourselves when we don't allow the experience to teach us what it came to teach us. And sometimes it's very painful, and we want to say, why me? Why now? But I think the response should be, what's in it for me? And thank you. Bring it on. Show me what I need to know so I can grow. I need to know so I can grow. Okay. Okay. Let's go for Jen. Let's go for Jen. What is the heck with this pollination thing? So there's a group vibe happening about pollination. And here it is. I'm telling you all, you are all lining up here. And so, Jen, it's time to step up. And whatever that means, and I'm getting this more from a creative side. Like there's a creative side of you that you need to somehow begin to put it into the real world. So again, if you weren't paying attention because you didn't think, oh, that was for me, pollination says here, pay attention to new thoughts, new ideas, as they are the seeds that will soon blossom into fulfilling opportunities and projects. So I'm getting this more from a sense of crafts, ideas, something that you do as a hobby, but now it's like it needs to go into the next step. And maybe you need to pen this down, like, how do I, take this that I love so much to the next level? How do I share this with others? How do I share this creative side of me with others? Because God will find a way to sustain you as you allow God's creativity to express itself through you. You didn't think about that. But allow God to work through you, and you will be compensated. He wants you to be blessed. He has that for you. So work on that, girl. That's what came to me to share with you. Okay. The next one is going to be for D. Okay, D, it just jumped off, so that will be your card. It's your card, baby. Did we have this one yet? Joyous Nectar. Oh my God, this looks like celebrating and someone's coming into your life. Um, Fill up on the sweetness of life. Girl, yeah, go party. Go do it. Go celebrate. Start the celebration, not of the holidays, but of your life, of what's to come, of an amazing 2024. Start now, the pre-party, the pre-2024, because next year is going to be an amazing year. I see new acquaintances. I see this male energy entering. Also, friends that align with your values. This new support group that's going to be there for you. So goosebumps, yeah. So this is a beautiful message from the angels for you. So receive it, and joyous nectar. Take it in, the joyous nectar of life, and celebrate. Live as if it's here already. Live as if it's here already. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. It's going to be Linda, and then we'll jump into the zodiacs, okay? We're still in Sagittarius, right? I should be literally celebrating all like Magdalena was saying. Yeah, she's still celebrating her birthday. Yeah. So I see that my music decided to give me a commercial. Linda, It's upside down. Sparkling jewels. What's up with the sparkling jewels? That they're not sparkling right now? What's going on? Look at that beautiful hummingbird. Oh, I like it. I like the infinity symbol over the hummingbird. So I'm getting a message for you, Linda, and it has to do with spirituality, kind of getting back to your spirituality, getting back to your meditations, getting back to some self awareness, finding, because I feel I'm getting this message. I'm feeling they're telling me, this is the message I'm getting. And it's not the hummingbird feathers. I'm not I'm not doing that. What I'm getting is declutter. It's like, but it's a decluttering of a habit. It's like you are doing something that is not beneficial for you, but you're doing it because it's what you're comfortable with. So I feel like it's something that you might have to get out of your comfort zone. And I'm getting a sense that it has to do with mobility. So I don't know if it has to do with your health or incorporate some type of uh, uh, a routine in your to add exercise into your routine. I don't know, but there it is. Okay, that's what was coming through. But it's the message here says you've tapped into the universe's infinite flow of abundance. Accept your treasures with open wings and a grateful heart. So just remember, this one came in the reverse. And as we're looking at this meaning of abundance, it's almost like this habit or this thing is maybe blocking the new you to allow a flow. So a lot of this could be about chi, your energy field. And so as you activate a new pattern for yourself, you will allow this flow because it's, the infinity symbol. It's coming for you, but you have to embrace and change it up a bit, something that is of the past, of that does not belong to the evolved new you. I think that I'm getting a message that you do get this. So you let me know, okay? Post it in the comment. Let me know, please. Okay. So again, these messages were for our Patreon members. Again, thank you so much for supporting me, for contributing to what I do and encouraging me to continue doing more. So thank you so much for our members. I will now go and do our zodiacs. So I will use the one. The raise your vibration. Since it's the holidays, we'll use the raise your vibration. What, I had something and I wanted to see what that was. I got some surprise. I've got a couple of videos I want to. That was like a little sinister laugh. I've got a couple of videos I want to share with you that I will do the videos for 3 of the tools that I use here. One which is the runes, and then 2 other decks that I have that I'm looking forward to sharing with you. So yes, okay. So let's talk about one thing first as we go into the zodiac. The moon is in Scorpio. So if you didn't know what that means, today and tomorrow we will be feeling this Scorpio energy. So it means that, yes, a little more sensitivity with your emotions, maybe taking things a little more personal or holding things into your belt a little bit more, or being more passionate in the way you're expressing yourself, or more passionate in the way that you're doing something, so, or more engaged in it. So expect that to happen. Also, another thing that might be part of the dynamic while the moon is in Scorpio is the idea that expect things to be uncovered. Things that were quite hidden, secrets or revelations of things. I didn't know that, and there it is. And so these things usually happen during that moon in Scorpio. So be okay with exploring and be okay with uncovering stuff and not getting into the tit for tat, which may happen with that Scorpio energy that sometimes is vindictive when you find something that maybe somebody was holding back on you. You might want to like lash out with that stingray, but try to not be so abrasive. And I'm thinking about Oneida's message, which was saying, you get more with honey. So true, right? So we're going to start off with our zodiacs with Sagittarius because we are in Sagittarius season. Now, before I do that, I took some notes here about the astrology events in the sky. So, and let's take a look here. Number one, yes, we have a couple celestial bodies that are in retrograde. One is Mercury. So, Mercury is retrograde in Capricorn, and it will enter Sagittarian uh, in December 23rd. So that's interesting because Capricorn season starts right around that 23rd, right? Or abouts. But anyway, so if you've been finding a challenge in sticking with your plans, this is what's been going on. And so, what does this mean to us? It's like now that we are aware of what the vibe is with the energies that's pulling in here on earth, then we work with it. It's like, okay, so this is happening. It's like, this is how I see it when we're dealing with the celestial events. It's like, just like it happens here on earth. I mean, rain is a celestial event. Water comes down, we get wet, water gets wet. But what do? You know a couple things. You put a raincoat on, you bring your umbrella. You try to understand how to manage yourself while the celestial event is happening. It doesn't mean that it's not happening. It is, but the difference is you guard for it. You emotionally guard for it too, because that's how we deal with celestial events. You're aware of it, you understand, and maybe you have others involved. Maybe they're aware of it, maybe they're not. If they're part of your tribe, they get it because they try to stay in tune with these things and sensitivities, and have this compassion about coming into a space with another person and dealing with them. But if they're not, you have the advantage. And if there's a situation that you see about to present itself, being aware of it, you're like, okay, I get what's going on and I see where this is coming. Let me be the bigger person and help this situation out a little better, right? So that's kind of what this is. So all the way through the 23rd, we have this Capricorn energy and we understand it. Capricorns are really earthy, right? And hardworking. So it might be even harder for those earth signs to deal with this. But if you're not, then, if you're not of an earth sign, think about what element you are and how does it work with this, energy, Mercury being the messenger and trying to ignite things. So we see all this happening. So trying to keep things clear. So if you're a fire energy or an air energy or water energy, how does that work with the things that are playing out in this retrograde in Capricorn? The other that thing that I want to share here is Venus in Scorpio, and that will be all the way through the 29th of just this month. So Venus, love and everything is a little bit mysterious. And at the same time, what's important is to keep your heart on guard because somebody might be manipulating, somebody might want to because it's in Scorpio. So and we understand that Scorpio is very passionate. So if it's a new relationship, it might be on fire, and it may be more about the lust and the craving that's coming through versus what's ahead, like maybe not too much substance after that. So pay attention to that if you are in a relationship, and it's a new relationship. And if it's an old relationship, then figure out what dynamic is playing in with this Venus and Scorpio, and not get bent out of shape if there's not all that, what's it called, the dynamic that you want, the passion that you want, but also bring it on a little bit and help help it blossom, because it would be actually appropriate. Okay, and it'll be all the way on through the 29th. Okay, the other one that I wrote down here is Mars in Sagittarian. So we got a fiery element, with Sagittarius, which is already fiery. So we've got all these little things playing out for all of us. And this is a caution to approach how you're going to approach your obstacles here. Um, because while these situations might be presenting themselves, Mars and Sagittarius also inviting you to take it on, to take the challenge, despite that you might feel like you're in a roller coaster, because this will lead to something big, and if you take advantage, it will be awesome. We have I saw a couple more things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Jupiter is retrograde, so we've not only we have Mercury in retrograde, but we have Jupiter in retrograde, this big planet, um, and it's in Taurus, another celestial body retrograde in an Earth sign. So that goes all the way through the 30th. It will stay in Taurus, but it will go direct. So it says here, my notes, find value in unexpected places. So, meaning that the expansiveness of Jupiter, wanting to want more. The thing is, with it in Taurus, such a familiar sign, loves comfort and luxury and all this. So, you may find that home base might give you everything you want. You might find that you don't need to go too far to get the thrill. So I love that message, especially through the holidays. Saturn is in Pisces, and it will be in Pisces for a long time, all the way through June next year. So this is going to be a challenge for many people because uh, it will, if you're trying to create boundaries, if you're trying to force self-discipline or boundaries in your relationships with many things or structure, this is why, because we have we have Saturn in Pisces, and these two, um, if I'm not mistaken, are kind of uh, opposites in its own nature, and that's why we're having this. But expect that once June comes around next year, things will fall right into place. But if you're struggling to get that structure, if you're struggling with finding that that comfort place, so that you can like kind of get things done, whether it's in your personal goals, your emotional goals, spiritual goals, or like real goals out here. Yeah, it's Saturn in Pisces happening. Then we also have another retrograde planet, Uranus. It's in Taurus, so we have both Jupiter and Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So what does that mean? Um, struggling with money issues. There you go. That's the issue, and so your relationship with money is being put to the test, and it's this energy coming down causing that. So no action till January. So we will experience this push and pull and that dynamic about our relationship with not only money but status, our place in life, our sense of who I am here in the eyes of others. So I would say, let it go, let it go. Surely you want to show money that you have no fear about it, but also you show that you have no fear about it because you know how to manage it. And that's what money's asking. If you're allowing money to control you, and you feel this urge that you need to have every bauble out there, then money's controlling you. So you may want to get yourself an accounting book or accounting books, money books, or get yourself a financial planner and sit down. Maybe that might be the best gift you can give yourself for 2024. Okay, Neptune is in Pisces. So we have Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. And this is causing us to make some tough decisions. And emotionally, it pulls us into making these decisions. And the sooner that we have a sense of where our emotions are, not in controlling us in these decisions, but coming from a place of bringing head, not heart so much, but then we make these decisions a lot easier. Oh, that's my opinion. um and lastly, Pluto is in Capricorn. So we have Mercury retrograde in Capricorn and Pluto in Capricorn. So again, it will be there till January. So we will have expect a lot of changes and transformation. So if you've been putting yourself on what I call a journey of the soul, this is perfect. You have a great ally in Pluto. Okay, let's move on to the zodiacs. We start with Sagittarius. So you're a Sagittarius if you're born between November 22nd and also December 21. That's a fun message for you. Here you go. Oh, do you believe in angels? Here you go. I am surrounded by angels. And this message is so beautiful in a sense that understanding that maybe some of you are feeling down. Some of my Sagittarians are feeling down, feeling that, lost my way, where's my help? Well, give in a little bit. Give in a little bit to believe that, there is help there. There's someone there watching you if you ask, because angels cannot interfere, and they're sitting there. You are not putting your angels to work. It takes just a few seconds. Hey, help me with this parking. Hey, and you think like, is that ridiculous? No, it's not. But the beautiful part also is that angels are not just the spirit of angels, but it's also, or the essence of the angels, but it's also the spirit of an angel is that essence that is in you, is in the other person around you, and they become your ally, your friends, the person that brings you that information that you need, the person that helps you just when you least expect it, that person that is willing to be the ear when you just feel like the world is, just too much. And for Sagittarians, I could tell you that they're not, um, and I'm saying this maybe a little bit too outgoing. We don't talk too much about our problems. It's like, what the heck? The milk spilled, throw a towel over it. Let's keep going. The adventure is on. We can have the world on top of us, and we will hear the problems of others before we tell them about ours. Because you know what? It's like, why am I gonna tell them when they've apparently their problems are so big they can't handle it? But I've got, what is this? Just another chapter in my life. No big deal. I'm still standing. So um, that's how it is. That's how we roll, right? So Sagittarians, don't forget the angels are there. If you don't want to bother somebody else, get them, and they have allies. They have legions. So there you go. Let's go on now to Capricorn. See the message for Capricorn, and I'm using Raise Your Vibration deck. Has become one of my favorite decks to use. Kyle Gray. Capricorn. Relationships are assignments. Ooh, some of you Capricorns are like dealing with situations that you're like, why don't they get me? Why don't they understand? Why do I have to deal with this? Why is this issue happening in my life? Why am I having to deal with that person? Whether it's family, whether it's intimate, whether it's at work, it looks like some of you Capricorns are dealing with, people problems. So this here from the angels is saying, baby, relationships are assignments. Deal with it so that you can learn the lesson and see that person as someone that came in your life to show you something that nobody else could show you. While you thought that you knew it, of course, because sometimes Capricorns, they really think they know everything, but you know what? This opportunity that this person is bringing in your life is giving you a little dose of humble pie. You know what? And ouch, it may hurt, but if you see the lesson in it and just say, and two things might help. Number one, that which angers you most about that person is something that you need to work on. So it's a reflection. And number two, the opportunity that there was no one else that could do that but that person. That's the beauty of it. Okay. So the third thing that I would also want to share is ask yourself, What is it that I am learning? Why does this bother me so much? And as you write that down, then you're gonna go. It's almost like you're peeling onion, those little thin layers, but it's your thin layers. And yes, it hurts to get into those deeper parts of truths. But if you're willing to do the work, the rewards are amazing. And once the lesson is learned and you're willing to take on the assignment, guess what? It won't repeat itself. But you have to say yes to the assignment. Okay, next one up is going to be Aquarius. So you're an Aquarian if you're born between the months of January 20th through February 18th. Got a little itch here, so excuse me. Okay, so we're doing Aquarius. Gosh, I love that little hair just went right there and just scratched me. Pisces. Oh, I'm sorry. Aquarius. So here we go. What is your message? And if you just jumped into the room, like I said, state your name there and I'll go ahead and draw a card just for you. Okay, well, Aquarius, we've got a lot going on. And one thing about Aquarius, they are big thinkers. They're eccentric sometimes. And it's like you can't miss an Aquarian when they walk into the room. There's something crackly and sparkly about Aquarians. And but it says, I love it. I was called here on a mission. There you go. I was called on a mission. And so we have this. Hey, Janara. You're not late again. You are fine. But I did read your card. But because you came live, I'll go ahead and read your second card for you. So you'll have to go back later when the event is over so you can catch the first card that I drew for you. Okay. So like I try to do 2 cards for people that come on live. But anyway, I'm going through the zodiac readings real quick. So if you can bear with me, I will pause this to throw your card in case you have to run out. Okay, sweetie? Okay. So the zodiac here for my Aquarians, yes, you're going through something right now, Aquarians, that I would say you might think, oh, this is so mundane. This is humdrum. But in the bigger picture, the people that you're touching, the lives that you're touching, they are being transformed. Now, I'm also getting a message for some of the, like a select few of Aquarians that I don't know if they're in leadership or they're, and I when I say leadership, I don't mean like leadership, but it looks like I'm getting like they're in the public eye. So there's a group of Aquarians here that are involved in activities that puts them in the public eye. And you folks are, yeah, you know what? You're getting like a lot thrown at you, but for some reason, it's like you see this, excuse me, this amazing star coming onto Earth, and it's like you've got it. You're getting inspiration. Just welcome this. I'm getting the word plethora of resources, of information, of strength, of energy that only you can give us right now. So I'm saying us because, baby, I need your energy. So wherever you are, Aquarian, if you think you're making or not making a difference in your local town or in your local neighborhood or in your mega area where you're at, it's impacting me too. So I'm receiving it. I'm excited for what you are bringing to us. So thank you. Okay, I'm going to pause our zodiacs so I can throw the second card for Janara. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for supporting me on Patreon. I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I mentioned before my second card I'm drawing. It's from the Tarot of the Old Path, which is like one of those like Rider-Waite version, but a little more artistic in its design. So let's see. It's funny for you. You're gonna have to like listen to this in 2 parts. But your second message, your second card from the angels, as it channels through and I'm able to interpret. Oh, wow, Janara. This, if you go back to the other card, I don't remember, but I get a feeling that, oh yeah, it said pollination. And here's the Hermit. Here's the Hermit. Um, and I love it says here, the wise one. And it's interesting because if I'm not mistaken, this card is in the Rider Waite deck is number 9. I think the Hermit is number 9. And in this deck, it's number 11, which, of course, if you know the number 11 in numerology, is a higher number of vibration and knowledge and wisdom. And so you are, and because it came in the up, yeah, definitely. You better get out there and start pollinating, but it's the stuff from the inside. You see the burning bush, the Moses, I call it the Moses burning bush. This wisdom is burning inside of you, ready to come out, the stuff that you've got to share. Because you see the butterfly for this transformation that is about to take place. And I love how we have this little bunny rabbit there, this sense of a delicate, because I don't know if you know, like little rabbits, you could literally scare a rabbit to death and they'll die. So it's like, yet there's this gentleness of the way that this needs to happen in a very gentle way, not, while the passion and the desire is deep within you. And yes, but the thing is, because we are given free will, that's the whole thing here. That's the sticky part. This gift can die with you. That's the free will. So it's this, like the Hermit is telling you, don't be afraid. Get on the path. Get on the path. We'll guide you gently. But get on the path. There is light to guide you. And that's the beauty about this. Sometimes we're afraid because we just don't know. We're afraid of judgment. We're afraid of, it's just, what am I expecting out of this? And yes, there's a sense that there should be some type of outline or structure. Like, what am I going to gain? But sometimes, Janara, it's not what we're going to get physically. Like, okay, how do I go about this? It's what we're going to get out of the intangible, priceless. I think you know what I mean. But you know what? There's a big mountain to overcome. And it's like the ice mountain, like in that picture there. It's like this ice mountain. There's so much, but the beauty of it, because the fire, the passion within you can burn that mountain, that ice off to reveal the fertile ground that you can walk on. Okay? Okay. So that's your second card. Okay, she was saying, okay, and yay, and that is just fine. And and thank you so much. Well, you are welcome. I love you, beautiful. I love you very much. I'm going to go and continue on with the zodiacs. And my next one is going to be for Pisces. So we'll go and jump back to Pisces. And we have here for Pisces, you're Pisces if you're born between February 19th and also March 20th. So let's see what is in store for Pisces for this from the angels. Oh, Pisces. What the heck is going on with my Pisces? So trust is my teacher. So we have here Pisces. And one of the things here with Pisces, we're sensitive, you're nurturing, and also imaginative. So you may be offended. I'm getting this message from like a collective Pisces, I guess, is that a situation has happened and you have been butthurt, for a better word, about how it went down, what was said, and you really, either offended or like you feel like something was revealed that you didn't want others to know about. Maybe your lack of knowledge about this thing that happened, or maybe that you knew a little too much, and you didn't say something about it. But anyway, Pisces, truth is your teacher. So as this revealed itself, don't be so hurt about it. Just, understand and accept and see, okay, it's here, it's in the open. And it could be that maybe also I'm getting another message here that something was revealed and it hurt you, because it was like so raw, so open. um, be okay with that, and see that the event will stay in 2023. The event is not part of, what you're going to take with you. The truth is, the event is not. So be okay with the truth and take it as your teacher, and it will help you, transition, or eclipse, for a better word, um, the the situation. Okay. Okay, I'm going to jump now to Aries. And so you are in Aries if you're born between March 21st and April 19th. Okay, March 21st and April 19th. Ah, this is the second. This one came for the Sagittarians. So angels, I'm surrounded by angels. And it's like I'm in a different way for the collective Aries, because you're so stubborn. It's like once you put your mind to it, you just want to go push through. You want to just keep going. And I'm seeing this message for you. It's like you had someone wanting to help you. You had someone that wanted to get close, but you pushed them away. You did not welcome this in, and now you can only, I hate to use the word blame, but you can only hold yourself accountable for the pickle that you're in, or for this situation that you're in. And so, hey, sometimes, it's us. We put our walls up, we put doors up, and then we want to say, well, I have to do this on my own. Oh, well, they were there. You kind of didn't want to trust. You didn't want to trust, that maybe even if it's halfway done, because you think that maybe your way is the best way, sometimes it's okay to, it's like, I'll take this from a woman's perspective. Sometimes you don't want your husband to do the dishes because he leaves a bigger mess. But you know what? The dishes washed is one thing. It's okay to come with the towel and dry things up, and no big deal. At least you don't have to wash the dishes. But that's the part, be willing to receive what the other person wants to offer you, because they're angels in disguise. There you go, Aries. There you go. Angels are in your life, and you just are pushing them away, people. Okay, the next one is for Taurus, and you're a Taurus if you're born between the months of April 20th and the days between April 20th and May 20th. So, Earthy Taurus. What do we have for Earthy Taurus? Ooh, earthy color for Earthy Taurus. And, it was right side up. Sorry. Here we go. I trust in my gifts. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful because I'm getting the message that there's a lot of good things happening in your life, good decisions you've been making, good investments you've been making. And it's like you're on a roll. You're on a high right now on life, and also with this like value for yourself. It's like you feel really good about yourself, and rightfully so. And as you acknowledge your gifts and acknowledge the decisions you've been making, and you see the strength, it's like you don't, well, sure, of course, if you make some financial investments, that's awesome because you're getting those returns. But also in love, in relationships, in your community, in your time, and in your body, and you're seeing these rewards. And when we acknowledge, because that's the whole thing, the it's called demonstration. The demonstration of your faith. When you acknowledge what's going right, guess what? God piles on more of what is right. Also, if you only want to acknowledge all the misery, guess what? Says, oh, you want misery? You love misery? Let me give you more of that so you can complain more. So God he doesn't discriminate on what you want. He gives it to you, good or bad. So, but good news for my Taurus. Keep seeing the blessing and you will get more of it. And also, good things are coming your way. Well, moving on to Gemini. So Gemini, month of May 21 through June 21. So you are Gemini if you are between those dates. So here we go. Zodiacs. Oh, so you're having some problems in the bedroom? Boom. My sexuality is sacred. So, girl or guy, it goes both ways. You know, honor your sexuality. Honor what is given to you, and you know where to put those boundaries, and also know to embrace all of your self, your essence, and whatever that may be for you, whatever that energy is there to express yourself. And don't be shy about all of what you are and being in that space. So this could be, I'm getting some messages that this could have caused some rift in your relationships, and I could see, and I want you to know that if you're a man and in that sexuality you have a certain way of expressing yourself, or if you're a woman and in your sexuality you have a certain way of expressing yourself, honor that, because that's what makes you special and attractive. So be willing to float with that. So and also be willing to set your boundaries as well, because that allows you to build up that energy, because there's something known as sexual energy that is very magnetic, and it doesn't matter, I don't know what age or what gender you're at, but it's that je ne sais quoi that sparkles when you walk. So as you preserve it as well, it also helps in the attraction, and it's not just physical attraction, it's in the attraction of life. It makes you more magnetic, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's move on now to Cancer. Let me scratch this off so I stay focused here. And you are a Cancer if you're born between the months of June 22nd, my eyeglasses, and July 22nd. Oh, who had this earlier? Aquarius had this earlier. So it looks like you're having some, and I'm getting some goal reaching problems here with my Cancer, and Cancer is in my water signs, so a little bit different here. So I'm going to put it like this, just now that you know. Um, See, this kind of, you need to let your star shine. You need to allow the expression to come through. You need to believe that when you have a plan, you need to follow it through. And of course, remember what we said earlier. Looking back at my notes, where did I put my notes? Um, we do have one of these planets in retrograde. Which one is it? So you can go back and go back to this. Where did I put it here? Uh, mm, Oh yeah, Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, so retrograde in a Earth sign. Funny, we got the Earth there. So yes, I could see why. If interesting how it works out, right? How understanding that there might be some challenges, some of the goals that you wanted to set, things are not happening. Maybe some deals that you're doing, maybe. And I don't know why I'm getting this sense of contract, paper, or something. Could be money, could be, but anything dealing with paper, contracts, paper, could be money too. And trying to reach, but not having enough, or some conflicts with dates and deadlines. So understand that there are some issues, energy and planetary things not aligning. Kind of work with it. These are just delays. Okay, so just delays, and just know that things will begin to flow. And according to the astrology, it will, after December 23rd, things will begin to flow for you. And so, my Cancers, just remember that there might be some delay in your plans and your goals, but understand that you are here on a mission. Okay, and just flow with it. Allow a flow. Allow this you know emotional thing to play itself out, not getting sucked into it. Well, you don't want that. Just make sure you're not getting sucked into it, Cancer, and allow some of this earthy energy to play itself out. Allow it to kind of, sometimes a delay is a blessing. And if there is something that's being delayed for you, Cancer, do a little more research. Find out what's the mystery behind this. Why can't we do this now? Why can't I do this now? Why can't I move forward with this? What is the delay? Okay. Good planning makes for good things. Okay, let's go jump into fiery Leo. So you're a Leo born between the month of July 23rd and August 22. So here we go. Leo. Okay, Leo. It looks like my Leos are coming into a place where the collective group here says living with purpose brings me prosperity. So sometimes you think that you're busy doing because you're on the grind, but you could be miserable, right? So Leo, the message for you is this: find the purpose and you will find the prosperity, because you will do it not because you're on the grind, but you're doing it because of the love and the passion. And that's when you get the reward. All right. So Gennaro is saying Cancer reading was so on point. Ah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And again, anyone that just walked into the room and you would like your reading, please state your name and I'll get it on. So my deadline is 8:30. So I'll try to push it as best as I can if you just walked into the room. Exceptions are made under those conditions. Okay, the next one are for Virgos. So if you're born between which is August 23rd and September 22nd, you are a Virgo. Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Can you tell me what you see in love for me? All right. So Jasmine, I'm going to put your name down here. As soon as I finish with the zodiacs, I will do that for you, okay? And hopefully I will remember this question, but love, I just wrote that down. Cool. Okay, so we're now going on to Virgos. Let's see what we have for Virgos. Oh, wow, Virgos. So another earthy sign here, earthy kind of feeling into this card here. It says, facing my shadow removes darkness from the world. So Virgos, I see that the collective group of you have had, and I'm getting the number 30. So it looks like the last month has been really rough for you, many of you. And so the embrace of the angels would like me to share this with you. The embrace is about facing your part. Sometimes it's so much easier to say, well, because of the government, because of my mom, because of my partner, because of my job, because so much easier. But what if we said, if I would just change this, if I would do a little bit this, if I think about as a friend of mine used to smoke, and it's like, but didn't have enough money at the end for other things. And so I had the opportunity to see how much was being spent on cigarettes. And it's like, oh my God, that money that you were looking for, guess where it's been going? Into ruining your lungs. And it's like, once they saw it on paper, they pulled back a little bit. Took them a couple years, but changed their whole life altogether. It's just amazing. But sometimes we don't see that we're bringing it on. And it was interesting. My mom and I were having a conversation and we were talking about our life. And we said, isn't it interesting that the day that we said no more, it stopped? Is that magical or is that a fact? Think about it. The day that we say, I will not do this anymore, that's the day the craziness stops. Because you realize nobody is holding a chain on you, that you have been both the prisoner and the jailer. So work on this, Virgo, okay? And you're going to find such an amazing relief. Okay, we're going on to two more before I can jump in with you, Jasmine. Okay, so just two more. We're doing Libra. Let's see, Libra. If you're born between September 23rd and October 23rd, you're a Libra. Oh, Libra, what? What are all these? Your roots are down. These limbs need to be expressing. Libra is of the air. So what is the struggle with my Libras? Healing myself heals my lineage. And It's so funny. There's this saying in the Bible. It says like the sins of the father if you don't, and it's so funny because I remember my husband, he was having so much struggle, like father son issues, and we have a son, and one day he said, this will not happen, not in this, moving on this generation. So it is true, it is true. Healing yourself, you heal your lineage, because guess what, as you acknowledge the things that um, you kind of said, well, about what's going on in your life, and well, my dad and my mom or whatever, and you're saying it's them, but the minute you say no more, which we just finished talking about, right, you begin to free yourself, and these roots are no longer going to be a curse because you free yourself, Libra. So as you find the pains wherever they may be in you, and you begin to put that salve, the salve, which means that you acknowledge, and then you say, you know what, this is not going to hurt me anymore. I'm not going to let this. And you visually imagine that these pains that you've carried for so long are now being like pulled out of you, like nails pulled out of you, and then a balm put in its place where it hurt. Not that you forget, but you allow the healing to take place by not dignifying the history, and then allowing the scar to be the memory. And then you just move forward. Then it no longer will hurt anyone in your future. It's beautiful. Heal yourself, Libra. Okay, Scorpio's next. So if you're born between October 24th and November 21, you are a Scorpio. Okay, I clear my energy field. I clear my energy field. So looks like, Scorpios. So you've been allowing clutter to happen, and it looks like maybe people have been dragging you down, right? So what's important right now is you yourself, for your peace of mind, especially as we get into the holidays. Where people just so much going on, and then also personally, for you, it's just to understand that as you clear your energy field, you focus on you, guess what, you will become like repel all the naysayers, um all this energy from people. And as you do that, your vibration will not allow sticky on you. So that's something you've got to work on, and so there's a lot of exercises you can do. One could be just the fact that you're aware that you put yourself in your breath, when you breathe, and allow yourself to sit in peace and observe the breath, and then to observe what thoughts come in and then just push them away. That's one exercise. The other you could do is literally just anything that's bothering you, you just say, this worry, I'm going to put that aside. This worry, I'm going to put it aside. And you yourself begin decluttering your energy field. And there's a third one where you just visualize a beautiful shield around you, protecting you, and then allowing beautiful light to come in. And that's how you can work on clearing your energy field and keeping it clear. Okay, so Jasmine, I hope that you're still there. I'm going to be doing actually a video on this deck that I purchased, and it's a Romeo. It's called, it's beautiful actually. This deck here is based on, I'm going to show it to you, and it's the R&J Love Oracle. It's a black and white edition, and it's based on the Romeo and Juliet story, which I just love, and I can't wait to share this with others. So I'm going to be doing a whole video live, well, not live, I just record it on the whole deck to show off the whole deck. So that's coming, but I just actually purchased this, so guess what? I'm going to be sharing it with you. So thank you for joining me, and you can be part of our community. I'm on Patreon, and I do 2 live events for those that are part of the members. And for you, I will go ahead and do this here. So, and this will be the last read of the day. So I'm going to do 2 cards to find out. So basically, I'll turn it this way. So Jasmine, the question you said, if I recall, you wanted to see, okay, what you see in love. Well, for you, what I can interpret through here. Okay, and what I can pick up. So I'll just do a 2 card real quick. I will be using the Tarot of the Old Path, and then we will hash it out with the second card. So Jasmine, and love. Whoa, Jasmine, not bad. Looks like something is coming your way. We have this beautiful card. We have the Mastery 7, Lucky 7. So it looks like if it's not happening, you will be luck in love here. And this person is going to be so dynamic, very balanced also. You can see here, this person's got, usually the Chariot in my other deck has 2 horses, two sphinxes. Here we're seeing the 4 elements here: earth, wind, and fire. And I'm missing earth, fire, air, and water. Well, I think that with the stars, yeah, that one would be air. So definitely this person is going to be showing up in your life. And if it's not there, this person is balanced in a sense of kind of got it together and very charismatic, very energetic, really has things going on for themselves. And also, I can't tell what kind of flower that is, but this person is very earthy in a sense, but also brings value to the relationship, in a sense of wholesomeness. Not very materialistic, but what they bring is something that really is can make a lasting relationship, or what this person brings into the future in this relationship, Jasmine, is that I'm getting a message of someone that can help through hard times. It's a person that's very compassionate and understanding, and they got it together. And obviously by the word mastery. So this person already, that's I'm getting this person is a person that's already been in several relationships, so they know what they're looking for. And in a sense, there's something about you that they want to move forward with and engage in. So that's interesting. And let's see what the Romeo and Juliet deck says as the second card. So it says here, right now I'm healing from a breakup in March. We were together for 5 years, almost. We were mainly long distance, but he was my first love. I hope that I'm ready for this person when it happens. Well, let's see what your second card brings. Because it seems that this person that is coming, because he's coming. And it's, I don't know if this person, unless I throw more cards, but that would be for a personal reading. We could dig into the aspects of what. Oh, there's a faller, so we'll have to get 2 cards for you. So the card came out, patience. Okay, this card fell out, patient. It says patience, decent, self-control. And this is beautiful, because in this card, I'm just going to read it first, because this whole deck is based on the Romeo and Juliet scenes. So this is from Act 1, Scene 5, and it says here, it is my will, the which of thou respect, show a fair presence and put off these frowns. So in old English Shakespearean, I imagine what is being said here is, there is some pain that you're going through. And one of the issues here that you may want to do is not to bring into the future the past. Like sometimes we will ruin something in a new relationship because we bring the baggage of the past, and we sometimes try to see the comparisons between this person, the past, and the new person. And then that's so unfair for that person, the new person. So this healing is good for you. The patience is there. This new person is going to be, I'm getting, and I don't know this person, Jasmine, but I'm getting a message that this person is going to be 360, totally different from the experience you had. And it's going to be more hands on. So if you want to know more, I would recommend, if you go to my website and you want to do a personal one-on-one reading, you go to fortuneforecasts.com. You'll see a big daisy flower with horse, the tarot cards. That'll be my site there. And we could dig into more. But for now, be patient. Heal. This is what this message is saying for you, Jasmine. Heal. And in time, someone's going to show up that's going to be, just know this, different, okay, from the other person. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this, and thank you for joining me on this live read. And again, to all my Patreon people, thank you so much for supporting me. I love you, and I can't wait for our next live event, which is going to be on the 26th at 3 o'clock. It'll be the full moon reading for all of us. So with that, if you want to chill out with me for a minute, a little cute Christmas music as I ring our bell, and I'll do a little Tibetan bowl, and we'll close it out. So again, be blessed. I hope that Christmas is going to be everything you wanted in your hearts and with your family, your friends, and surrounded by peace, love, and happiness. And I want to thank all the angels, Archangel Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, all the beings of light, Heavenly Father, that have guided us with these messages, and that the messages help heal and also help for the growth of everyone that was intended to hear it. And so be it. My love to you.